All right, so in this lesson, we're going to cover knowledge base. Knowledge base is a shared resource across the voice AI agent and the conversation AI agent. So if you trade it up for voice AI, it's also going to work with conversation AI. So let's get started. Create one for roofing. We'll give it roofing. So it's 5 different ways you can populate or train your agent. You can use a web crawler. You can use FAQs. You can use tables or rich text data or a file upload. So in terms of ranking or hierarchy, the best one is FAQs. You can't go wrong with a simple question and answer model. So roofing, what kind of roofs do you repair? I don't know if you're roofing here. We could say flat roofs and non-flat roofs. I know that's a terrible answer, but non-flat roofs. Throw one more FAQ in here. Do you offer repair new roofs? We only do repairs. We'll just say, assuming it only does repairs. So now I've added FAQs. Now another option is you can upload a CSV file over here where you can upload a table format, for example, of area codes that you service, address, phone number, name, location, combination. You can upload a rich text format. Rich text is just copying and pasting data in here. So copying it from a Google Doc directly into here. You can put up to 25,000 characters, which is 4,000 to 5,000 words times 5. So you can do 5 different rich text files, or you can upload documents into here as well. And you can also crawl websites. So just the only thing I'll caution against websites is it's the least effective in terms of quality, because when you crawl a website, you're pulling in a lot of metadata, a lot of the source code files that you see behind the scenes. It pulls in a lot of junk. It's going to pull in the footer, the header, a lot of unnecessary text. And sometimes some people will crawl a whole website thinking, great, I crawled the whole website. Now my agent will know everything. Unfortunately, a lot of times websites have conflicting information, promotions, and other data, which will cause it to not be effective anymore. So use this sparingly. Use this as a last resort. I would use it sometimes, but make sure once you crawl it, you go back in and edit and clean up the page that you crawled as well. So once you have your agent set or your knowledge base set up, you can see all the different data points over here. And then you go back to your AI agent. So let's choose Sarah over here, just for the example. And then I would come over here, and from the dropdown, I don't see it. So the issue is, let me refresh my page. And now I come back and now I see it. So I'm going to choose roofing, and now it's going to give it a problem. Uses knowledge if anyone asks questions about it. So if I call back and before I start collecting information, I'm going to say, hey, what type of roofs do you support? It's going to say we support flat roofs, not flat roofs. I'd say, do you do emergency services? We don't do emergency services. We only do repairs. So it has context now to be able to answer those questions. So that's your knowledge base and how to associate it with your specific agents. We're going to show in other lessons of how to put all this stuff together.